COVID has taught us quite a lot, and most of our things are done online now. No offices. We just in front of the computers from the morning to evening, and actually 24/7 we can run meetings all the time. So I think it's really, I think Krishna Reddy and Falco in their puzzle innovation meetings, they say that even though we are online connected, we need to feel that we are really connected, not only virtually. We should think that we are sitting just next to each other. That's why and in that case we don't get this Zoom fatigue and all the things. So that's why we call this as really a family. Feel free, this is your family. So there's no formality here. Nobody is great or nobody is low. So we all are fine. So that's why it's a family get together. So welcome everyone. Get for the first family get together. So we will just share some, something what happened in Daretostart and what is going to be the Daretostart. And also we just want to keep this event as a get together networking event. So whoever wants to talk, whoever wants to share, whoever has startup ideas, feel free to pitch in anytime. Okay. So we don't have any proper agenda plan. We will just share a couple of slides, and afterwards we'll open the floor for networking. Okay. Cool. Manoj, shall I present? Yeah.
Hello, greetings.
Hey, Ramkumar.
Hello.
Cool. So welcome everyone. As I was telling, this is the first family get together, and also in 2021, this is the first get together. So why are we holding this get together? Is that we want to celebrate. Now we are a registered entity. So Daretostart was just an idea. I mean, Manoj and I, we came together and we discussed, like, there are many people who wants to make startups, but they just don't know where to start and also don't have the courage to start. That's why even we picked the name Daretostart. So it was just an idea, but now we are a legal entity. Of course, Jeevan helped us to make this registration possible. So it's a GbR, it's a very small scale legal entity, but it's just the start. Okay. So what are we? Like, what is Daretostart? What is our vision, mission, values, and goals? So as a company, these are very, very important. I mean, even when somebody is applying for jobs, you need to look into these categories, like what is a vision, what is their mission, values, and goals. So vision is, we want to become a one-stop shop, basically to bridging Indo-European ecosystems, entrepreneurial ecosystems. So I mean, Manoj and I have the background in startups. I worked for European Union. Manoj worked for EIT Food and EIT Health as a mentor. So we have seen a lot of people who are interested in startups. But there's also something that we identified, that there is no proper overlap between Europe and India. So there is a lot of innovation happening in both the continent and subcontinent, but there is no real talk going on. India is a very big market. Europe is a fragmented market, but there's a lot of funding available there. There's a lot of innovation happening there. So we somehow want to bridge it on a one platform and see, like, how the business happens. So that's kind of our overall mission, overall vision. Our mission is to really bridge, to build an entrepreneurial ecosystem by bringing innovative business ideas closer to a reality. So even our motto, Daretostart, like bringing ideas to reality. This is our real motto. That's our mission. And what are our values? We are kind of very passionate about entrepreneurship, that is sustainable entrepreneurship. We want things to be in a compassionate level. We don't want really a hierarchy in the company, or we don't want any organization. We want to maintain integrity, trust, and compassion. These are really our values. And our goals, we just want to be a launchpad for startups, whether it could be wherever you start. If you start in India, we want to help you out. You start in Europe, we want to help you out. And we also have some more news. We are collaborating with UAE, so they also want to do something with us. So we just want to be this launchpad. So that's our overall big words: mission, vision, values, and goals. And so these are our profiles. Most of us know, I think, here who we are, because you were in some of our events. You were speakers, you were participants, juries, so you know who we are. So my name is Dr. Jagadeesh Gandla. I took this role as CEO and co-founder of Daretostart. I worked as a accelerator program manager for EIT Health, which is a European Union organization before. I'm also a career coach. I mean, I don't have any degrees to be a career coach, but I help people on CVs, LinkedIn's, and everything. I built a couple of networks like EIT Health Mentoring Network, Indian Empowerment Network, my own alumni, EIT Health alumni, and Manoj. Manoj, do you want to open up?
You can continue. Yeah.
Sure. So Manoj is the co-founder and also managing director of the company. He's also head coach. So as a profile, he also has a PhD. He's a physicist, mathematician, and he's also coach at EIT Health, EIT Food, business coach from past 14 to 15 years. He's in industry and academia and in Europe. He's living in Germany and also serial entrepreneur. He has his own three startups. So Daretostart is one of his baby. There are two other babies and also a real baby. Okay. So what is our journey? So this is kind of the journey so far. So where do we stand right now? So in last year, May 29 to 31st, we did our first hackathon. So that is where this Daretostart idea started to shape. And that hackathon was hugely successful. Ram Kumar was there, I think, in the first hackathon, right? Ram Kumar, you won the industry. And then the second hackathon, and then the first hackathon gave us some boost, and also there was a lot of traction towards, like, people were asking like when is the second hackathon. And then we immediately launched second hackathon, but this was more focused on the healthcare. So first one was Indo-European, second one was Indo-German. I mean, we don't really confuse between Europe and Germany. We call it as actually Indo-European. Whenever we put legal regulations from Germany, we call Indo-German. So, and the third hackathon, which took some time because there was a lot of COVID break. Some of us got personally affected. Our family members died with COVID, got affected. That's why we took a long break. Then we did one more hackathon, uh, especially for one university called Triple IT Kottayam in India. So we collaborated with them, and they kind of invited their own speakers, their own students. I think there were like 123 teams registered for this event. Then we filtered, and overall we took 80 participants, and there were like 30 startups who worked on the hackathon. It was a wonderful hackathon. So many young students from all over the India participated. And then, so the 2020 got over. 2021, we are registered entity now, and now we are going with a vision. So we don't want just to do the hackathons. There should be some kind of vision. So vision is, we want to support like 1,000 ideas. So whoever has a startup idea, they can come and come to our hackathons, and they can just see whether this idea will work or not. And we also have another one, which is a very important program. I will explain you more details there. It's a BPG seminar, business plan seminar with the Technical University Munich. So they will be doing an exclusive program for Indian startups. I will share more details later. So we want to share this success story. So the third hackathon I said with the triple IT. So it's a Indo-European entrepreneurial hackathon, which happened in November 27, 28, 29, in collaboration with triple IT. There were students from 24 universities, 13 states of India. They spent like 2.5 days with us. There were like 128 teams registered. So teams in the sense like each team can have one person to five people. So there were like nearly 400 students we filtered, and then 28 ideas pitched. There were 5 achievements award in that hackathon and final winner. So final winner got some of the prizes from us. And then our journey so far, we had more than 500 plus people participate in our events, 200 plus participants, 45 plus speeches, 40 plus coaches. We have a kind of network, 30 plus speakers all over the EU and India. We did 3 hackathons, overall 8 days we spent for that. And what next? So the upcoming events, so Feb 26 to 28, we are launching one more hackathon. It's about microplastics. So people who follow our Daretostart LinkedIn page, you might be seeing that we are posting regularly about microplastics. Microplastics is a very big pain nowadays. I even read that, in the placenta. So placenta is the nutritious thing that when the baby is being born in the womb of a mother, placenta is the thing. That's where even there microplastics are there. So that means before we are born, microplastics are already entering our body. So plastic everywhere. That's why you get a lot of cancers. You get a lot of new autoimmune problems. Autoimmune problems are increasing day by day. Nobody knows the reason. It could be microplastics. It could be the pesticides what we eat, or it could be the pollution what we get exposed to. But microplastics are a huge thing. So we want to address this. That's why we are launching this hackathon Feb 26 to 28. And then in March, we have one more hackathon. It's a UAE hackathon. So Sharjah government will be there. And so we will see how to scale it quite big. And then we have the Indo-European incubation program with Technical University Munich. It's a 3-month program. I will share more details later. And then our basically our motto, 1,000 ideas. We really want to support 1,000 ideas. and it will through bi-monthly hackathons. So there will be one hackathon every 2 months. So we'll see whether this should be societal problems or based on the demand we go. Okay, so what is 1,000 ideas? I'll just minimize it. What is 1,000 ideas? The concept basically why are we having this 1,000 ideas is that we want to reach out every corner of India and Europe, and we want to bring talented entrepreneurial aspirants under one roof. There's so many people who says that I have a startup idea, but I really don't know whether it will work or not. You can come here, they can come here and just validate in a hackathon and see if it works. If it works, if it doesn't work, it's just a good try. If it works, we'll see how to mentor them and how to support them through grants and other things. So what is the problem statement? So one can focus on globally pressing issues. As I said, microplastics is one issue that need more support and care to make our environment more secure and sustainable in the future. So there is also SDGs. Many people are aware that how the SDGs UN has formulated. So one can think of in this angle, sustainable development goals. And the agenda, we basically create challenges to filter best startups, or it could be with just ideas. Every challenge focuses on unique problems that are often neglected. In our hackathons we see that, I think in third hackathon we had female feticide, which nobody thought that this still exists, that people are still killing the fetuses and the baby. And there's some three girls, they came together and they were making an AI algorithm to prevent fetal feticide. So these things are really neglected, and there are also many diseases that are neglected because there's no funding. But one can come up with these issues. And also yesterday I was in one event. There was a guy who made a very big company for sanitation during COVID. So like for example, if there is a COVID patient in a home and they go to the hospital, you need to clean your home. So there was one guy who took this challenge. He recruited a lot of people even in that COVID times. He kind of built a big empire that people go and sanitize homes. I was really amazed. This is often neglected, but this is such a brilliant idea. And we want to, as I already said, that we'll do bi-monthly webinars, bi-monthly hackathons. So first we'll start Feb 28, 26 to 28, and all 2021. Stay tuned. We'll gonna update it on our LinkedIn pages, or also all the newsletters and everything. So benefits for the people who will join the hackathons. So we will fully support the winner of the hackathon. When we say fully support, we'll help them to write grants, we'll mentor them. We are going to build a network of mentors and also investors. So we will going to just be in the journey how to support them whatever we can. So dedicated startup will have access to our ecosystem. So whatever the network they need in India or Europe, incubators will help them to reach it out. And also we'll provide a channels to fund the projects from DTS Investors Network. So we are trying to build a micro investor network. So there's one more slide that I'll show you what exactly it is. I mean, it's still not well thought of. We don't have any contracts or anything, but we have this thing in the mind, like we want to invite people to invest little money in the startups to see if this works. Okay, so the microplastics challenge. So this will be our start for 1,000 ideas. So the problem statement is that plastic pollution is one of the most pervasive and sinister ecological threats worldwide. And how do you kind of address that? So this is where we want to invite people to think of any novel ideas. Is there something that you can prevent it, or somewhere you can address it? So our agenda will support the startups with technologies which are struggling to showcase their effort and bring about a global change. Okay, so the dates: Feb 26 to 28, 2021. So stay tuned. Please spread a word. Whoever has innovative ideas to address this challenge, just ask them to join us. And the benefits, as I already said, one startup will have exclusive access to all our benefits for free, and also we'll try to write grants with them. And the third hackathon, the second hackathon for 2021, this will be a UAE Europe hackathon. So what will be the problem statement? We have not identified yet, because there's so many things that UAE is trying to address, and agenda is not decided yet, but the dates are fixed: March 26 to 28. It's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, last weekend of the March. So we are going to see how it works with the UAE. This is our first of a kind of hackathon with UAE, but they are like enthusiastic participants from UAE. They really want to. I mean, they have been in our hackathons, and they just loved it, and they want to do it in UAE. So let's see how it goes. So this again, what is the benefits for these guys? I mean, it's not only for UAE participants. Anybody can join. So based on the places, we will see whether we need to keep it exclusively for them or also open for others. Let's just stay tuned to that. So as again, the benefits will be the first winner will have exclusive access to our ecosystem. They will also open the gateways to Germany, so they can participate in the Indo-European incubation program with Unternehmertum, and also some of them will have access to our investors network, and they are also bring their own investments. It's a huge ecosystem there. Let's see how we will tap into it. So the big thing, the Indo-European incubation program, it's big for us because Technical University of Munich is collaborating with us. We are already finalizing our MOU. So what is it? It's an Indo-European incubation program. So how it starts, it will start with the hackathon. So the people from there will have direct access to the Indo-European incubation program. It's a paid thing, it's not for free. So if people have already co-founders, it's well and good. If they don't have a co-founder or if they don't have a team, we will host some other events where they can pick their co-founders. Then afterwards, the real incubation program starts. So it will be a business plan seminar with Technical University Munich. It's an online course for 3 months. So they will have a dedicated coach. They will have credit. They will get credit points for attending this kind of thing. They can also go to Europe. We put in the 6th point. They can also visit Europe if they want. They will have exclusive access to maker space there for 3D printing facilities and all other things. Normally, how the German startups get in the Technical University Munich. As a fourth step, we also want to do. We don't know how this works. We want to bring like-minded startups. For example, I know one startup which I helped myself, an AI startup which was involved in neurodiagnosis, like if you get Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or autism or other things. They designed an exclusive algorithm. I think it's a Portugal-based startup, and I saw the same kind of startup in Hyderabad. So I was like, you both are innovating in two sideways. Like, why don't you collaborate? So this is kind of exclusive thing we want to bring. Like, if same kind of startups exist in both ecosystems, we want to bring them onto one platform and see if they can collaborate. And also the fifth one, which we are ambitious mainly to become investors, because all these hackathons, many people are doing it. But why are we doing it is that we are just creating a portfolio of startups, and afterwards we want to invite investors. We already talked to 2 or 3 investors. Some are based in India, some are based in Europe. So we will see how the investments we will attract. And then the 6th one I already explained. It's an optional visit to Europe, so people come there and get incubated, but with their own expenses. Okay, so what are the benefits for the members of Indo-European Incubation Program? They will have access to European markets, and then they will basically have the network here. They explore the ecosystem to see how it goes. And also they will be trained on state-of-the-art techniques from Technical University Munich. There will be dedicated coach. They will do a lot of things like rapid prototyping, flipped classroom models, design thinking, and also a lot of hands-on experience. They will have a dedicated coach. They will get credit points. They will collaborate some of the European ecosystems. They will also have TUM ecosystem. Like Technical University ecosystem is quite big. Many people might not aware of this company called Konux. So Konux is, they build some artificial intelligence algorithms for railways, and the railways, German railways using Spanish railway, French railway, Indian railways, they all are using it. So it's a unicorn already. So such kind of startups are they came from this business plan seminar of Unternehmertum. There's also another one, Lilium, which is already a unicorn. They are making flying taxis. We know drones, but we know there are quadrocopters, which will be like future of the taxis. So these guys are the pioneers in that, and they are the brainchild of Unternehmertum. And Flixbus, many of the people in Europe might be knowing Flixbus. So it also came from Technical University Munich. So that's why we are very happy to collaborate with them. They will be doing this program. It will be a certificate program. They will get a certificate from Unternehmertum. What they need is like 70 to 10 hours per week. It's a 3 months program. There'll be work 7 to 10 hours in a week, and they will have a dedicated coach. And so what exactly we need is that we will enable Indian students to become tomorrow's global change makers. So that's why we are providing exclusively to the Indian students, and also maybe we'll see if UAE people are interested. So this is an exclusive program only for us. Of course, TUM will have their own courses, but this will be dedicated for us. Okay, so upcoming partnerships. So TUM partnership we have already told you. So our partnership is aimed at, it's a long-term Indo-European collaboration. So TUM wants to enter India and train our people. So they're doing it through us. We want to nurture entrepreneurship and also bridging the gap between Indian and European ecosystems. So together we will enable the change makers for tomorrow. Okay, so something which we pat on ourselves. There are some startups which already came from our hackathons. So if Pratik is here, Pratik, are you here? Platform. This is like a LinkedIn for artists. So Artbook, the platform is, if you are an artist, just go to that platform. They host a lot of regular events. You can go there. So Daretostart is very happy to support that. EIT Food, Lavashe, EIT Food is another entity. Lavashe, where Manoj is directly coaching them through Daretostart. Desi Fresh, I think it came from our second hackathon from Dr. Wani. So he's creating some kind of supply chain for food. So this is one more startup which came from our hackathon. And the last one is Karuvian Innovatives LLP Limited Liability Partnership from Prasanneshwar and B from our third hackathon. So we are really happy that something not, I mean, people say that hackathons are just useless events, but we show here that there is something coming out from our hackathons. And also a couple of them, I think 5 more are there. We just did not take it because we are not sure whether they will continue or not. Okay, so till now we have partnered with several people. I mean, Jeevan is there, Anand is there, Sina is there. So they all have their own companies. So we are very, very happy they are supporting us for free. Till now we didn't pay anything anyone. So we are very happy to have partners with Invest India, German Indian Business Forum, EIT Health, so many companies. So they were all there as coaches, speakers, jury. So these are kind of logos. Some are still missing. We'll update the slide. And these are the educational partners. So the educational partners in the sense that we are signing MOUs with them. So we'll have a dedicated programs with them. So Technical University Munich, we have already showed today. And T-Hub, Telangana Hub, this is the world's biggest incubator that they're building. It's in Hyderabad, India. So we are signing an MOU with them. They want to do exclusive programs with us. Triple IT Kottayam, Kerala, India. So there we have already done a hackathon and we are launching some more programs with them. Campus Founders is another incubation center based in Heidelberg in Germany. So they want to do some programs with us. University of Hyderabad, FABA Academy, these two are part and parcel of both. It's an Asian Biotechnology Association. So they are very much passionate to collaborate with us because we are doing something that they can't do. So I think that's where we can play a role. EIT Health, of course, my ex company. So there they are interested, and IIT Delhi, we have designed some courses for them. So let's see how far it goes. So these are the kind of educational partners. We will add more soon with the time, but here these are the confirmed, and we'll proceed this year and see how it goes. So testimonials for hackathons. Some people you might kind of see your own names, so so don't get offended or like, oh, my grammar is wrong or something I should do. So this kind of little reviews that we picked. We have a lot of reviews. We have a lot of testimonials, but we just picked only a couple of things. Like I think David Garrido said, like the mentors and coaches are out of this world. I like the energy of all of them as well as their kindness. Hard to find another hackathon. So this is what we are kind of, as I said, like our values. We want to be kind, maintain integrity, trust, and compassion. There are other hackathons. I think in the third hackathon, one student was telling that, oh, there are no designers here, or there are no coders here. It's a different hackathon. I said, like, no, we are just humans. Just come and innovate. It really doesn't matter. This format is different. So Ram Kumar, your feedback is here. If you want, you can read it up. So we get very good feedback. It's a happy thing, and also push us to do something good later.
No, it's fine, Jagdeesh. Thank you. Please.
Sure. So this is our team. So it's not only Manoj and I. We have a very big support from Judson in the backend and Anuradha, who is our communication expert. So they are our backend, like whatever the emails you get, the newsletters, the LinkedIn updates, they are the brain. It's their brain. So it's not only the front face is Manoj and mine, but the back face is they. They are the ones who are kind of, even we kind of thought of give up the company when COVID affected us, but they were the ones like who pulled it off. Let's say, like, no, this is a great idea. Let's build something. And also we have Shubham, who will be joining as intern. So we will introduce him later. So, and this is one thing that we want to invite you all. Like, how can you basically partner with us? So, as I was explaining you that we want to do some kind of crowdfunding type, but we don't want to make it like really as like a program or something. We will see. We need to talk to a finance expert and a lawyer how to, if you want to invest like 1,000 euros or 2,000 euros or 3,000 euros or let's say 50,000 euros, if you want to invest in a startup, so we want to channelize it. Let's say if 10 friends of us want to invest like 1,000 euros in a startup, it's like 10,000 euros for that company. It's a huge money. Maybe in Europe it's not big, but in India it's a huge amount, and they can easily take it to proof of concept. So once you invest, we see like how to make it happen. So you can, whenever you want to invest somewhere, just think that Daretostart will provide you opportunity. So it could be whatever amount you can think of. So you can really be the partner of tomorrow's innovation. And also, if you are a mentor, you can coach the startups. Please join our mentoring network. We'll soon update you how to join. And also, if there are any mentors or coaches that you know anyone or investors, please introduce them to us. We will join them. We will make them to join our network. And otherwise, like, how can you partner? Please spread a good word about us. We'll be doing a lot of events. We'll be helping a lot of entrepreneurs. Please spread a good word. Or otherwise, if you are a company, or if you are a solopreneur like Sina, please partner with us. So she's a one-man army, so like that. So you can be with us. And why should you partner? Join hands for a greater impact. We are just not here to do some events and go, but we are really, to bring innovation out and for a greater impact, especially with the SDGs, with the sustainable development goals. We want to make it as our major inspiration. Okay, so in summary, so that's all basically that today I wanted to update. In summary, we did 3 hackathons in 8 months from May 2020. We have designed several hackathons and also end-to-end programs for 2021, like an incubation program with Technical University Munich, and 1,000 ideas is our main goal for this year. And the Indian European incubation program with Technical University Munich, it's aimed at students, but not only for students. Anyone can join. There is a fee for that. We will finalize it. And also bi-monthly hackathons will be there. So first one will start in February, second one will be in March, and third we will soon update when it will work. As I also explained, like 5 ways you can partner with us. Could be micro investments, could be mentors, or inviting mentors, or spreading a good word, or joining as a company. Okay, we are also in the process of signing several MOUs. Some have already finalized, and something we will finalize this year. If you have any concepts or ideas that you want us to implement, feel free to let us know. We will gladly accept it, whatever falls in the lines of entrepreneurship. Okay, so that's all. We would like to thank you all for being a part of our family, and also for your invaluable contribution at all times whenever we asked you, like you were there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
So now the floor is open for networking and also questions or anything else.